Hey everybody, you're watching the Silicon Valley AFTERBUZZ After Show. Tune in as we recap episode 6, Bachmanity Insanity. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Whoa, we're back. Hey, happy Memorial Day, guys.
Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, you know, we're back. Episode 6, Bachmanity Insanity. Before we get into that, where can we find you guys on the internets?
Hey everybody, I'm Michael Janak. You can find me on Instagram at Michael Janak. You can find me on Twitter at Michael D. Janak.
What's up, everybody? Happy Memorial Day. My name is Michael Rippe. You can find me on all of social media at Mike Rips, MikeRips.
And I'm Kelly McInerney. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at HollyWeirdo. Cool. Kind of romantical, this episode.
Romance episode.
Yeah.
So much.
Where's Quinn? She wanted the romance. Here it is.
Yeah, come on, Quinn.
Yeah.
And none of it involved Monica.
I know.
Yeah.
She's her own woman.
Monica's a strong, independent woman. All the women that we had seen in here, Monica, Lori, and the engineer, nowhere to be seen.
That's right.
A whole batch of new women.
Whole batch
Ladies.
of new women.
Yeah, let's get it. Richard starts dating this girl who they think is a founder-hounder, but she's not. I don't think she was.
I think she is.
You think
That's
she is?
I've never heard of the term founder-hounder. Did you guys?
Yeah, I think they
They
made
said that
that
in the
up.
beginning.
They made that
Well, that
up.
was interesting.
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah, it's
Founder-hounder.
I feel like it's like tech jargon, like they made it up. for the show.
I also enjoyed how Guilfoyle is continuously calling her the bartender.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It was funny.
I don't get a good vibe from her.
No?
No,
Well,
not at all. Do you?
No, but she may already be gone. She may be here
Yeah, I
and
don't
gone in a
know.
flash because
Yeah.
They didn't really set us up to like her.
She became kind of likable with Guilfoyle and Dinesh,
She
showing
was-
them stuff.
Yeah.
You
I don't know.
I-
The whole thing happened really quick.
Yeah.
Everything
She
was-
slept over really quick.
Speaking of quick, though, what about Jared?
Dude,
That was awesome.
quicker.
Even quicker.
I love that he kept getting laid.
That was amazing.
Yeah. But it was funny because I think she did care, though, back to Whitney. I think she
Well-
did a little bit.
We'll see. We'll have to see because I don't think she gave any signs of it this episode.
Well,
I don't
know.
Well-
she was like, is everything okay? Is everything okay? And then she realized it was the spaces versus... First of all, guys...
But then she was like,
what
F you, like immediately.
Yeah. First of all, what are you? Team Tabs or Team...
I'm Team Tabs.
Your team tabs?
I'm Team Tabs.
I think I'm going team spaces.
Nope.
I'm Team Spaces.
Bye.
You're caught in the middle here.
Yeah, I'm a tab away from you.
I mean, I've never really heard the tabs or spaces thing.
It
but
makes
I'm-
so much sense. Why would you tap 8 times when
You're
you
all
can
about precision.
tab? No, it just would save you time. I was so on Richard's side about that, but Richard was being a little anal. Like
Too
he's
much.
never gonna find a girlfriend.
Yeah.
You
Well-
should know. You should be happy that he knows a girl that who codes.
I
You
guess...
know, like
Yeah,
F that.
we know that he's very particular. Like, he used to not be, but now he knows he has his baby, Pied Piper, and
Right.
everything.
That's another thing about this episode. Sorry, go
for it.
I was gonna say this episode didn't really have any like real problems.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
Relatable problems, maybe.
and
You
also
know,
the
but-
problem was kind of with Big Head
With
Yeah.
Big Head.
and
for
his
sure.
financial situation. We'll
sure.
get there and stuff.
Yeah.
That would more of the problem.
For sure. I mean, like, I kind of meant with, like, Pied Piper. We're so used to, like, Pied Piper's, like, one step
struggle.
forward, 3 steps back
Yeah.
thing. And Pied Piper was just sort of put on hold for a second while they did some development.
We got to
everything
see their
else.
romantic
Yeah.
sides.
Do you like that, though? I think it was kind of refreshing that, like, oh, good, they have a steady...
It was definitely nice because
thing.
this show gives me anxiety because I'm always, like, I always think they're going to go under. So it was nice in that way. We've been talking a lot about, do we think there should be more romance in this episode? I don't know how I feel about it.
I loved how Jared was getting
That was
it
awesome.
hard.
And
And making being casual about it. Like, I'm a sexual being.
Yeah, he didn't need to. Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah. I enjoyed how Richard was kind of smooth for a while there, and then when he kind of got to him with the spaces.
It was, yeah.
And she was testing him out at that point once they were together talking about the next day.
Mm-hmm.
That's when she started to test him, and she broke him quickly.
But they seemed kind of cute because my lord, my lady, they were like nerdy,
Yeah.
charming each other. I don't know, but
Maybe.
I don't know.
So,
I'm skeptical.
so do you think we're going to see more Winnie?
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
know. I don't know. They
'Cause-
didn't really set her up like we were going to.
After Richard falls down the stairs because he wants to test out his 8 steps
theory.
and falls down. She says to him, "I'll see you around." So it didn't seem like we're gonna see her more. But
I think honestly, this was just the hey, you guys want to see some love?
Yeah.
Here, but let's get back to
Maybe they're gonna just test out what the audience reaction is to this, and then see if they're gonna add more romance to the show.
I hope that we see her in like a future episode as a bartender.
That'd be funny.
Just in like the background, just as like if you're a keen observer of all the episodes, you're like, there's Looney as the bartender. That'd be so funny.
Well, there've been all the girls that they've dated before. Like Guilfoyle dated a girl, and Erlich had a girl come over that Dinesh was dating.
Yeah, and Richard was obsessed with that one girl. Remember in the first season?
Obsessed, yeah. It was, right? I mean, I don't know if you actually... But yeah, but all those girls came and went, is what my point is. So this girl might come in.
Speaking of, we didn't even get to Dinesh. Dinesh, in this episode, is sort of thinking he's a part of a romance.
I think that's more sad.
Well, it is.
Super sad.
But also for the best, because it's that's super long term, long distance,
he's the Pakistani Denzel.
Yeah.
And then Elizabeth tells him he's he's just American Dinesh.
Yeah.
Is that what he calls himself? So
or Denzel should be the American.
Yeah, that was sad, but it was also serves him right for being materialistic in the first place. So it's sort of like it's not that sad because he kind of had it coming.
Yeah, because Guilfoyle could read him that he wanted to make sure that she was pretty. That's why he was upping the video. While Jared's like, nah, he's a good guy. He doesn't think, but the tables turned, and it turned out he's the dog face.
The dog face. Have you guys heard the dog? It's another one. I've heard this episode had so many different like slogans or terms that I'm not familiar with that I really enjoyed. A dog face.
And I also loved this phrase that Jared said, fan out my plumage.
Yeah.
It's like a peacock.
Jared had the best lines. I loved his stuffed animal. I had a stuffed animal named Winnie. Because you think it's going to be Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
And no, it was just a newspaper stuffed in a plastic bag.
Yeah, that was good.
He's the best because he's always so positive. And it works out. Yeah. Since he's getting, works for the ladies. I guess that's why I like it, I don't know. But let's get to the bigger, not the bigger, but the technical one, Erlich and Bighead.
Yeah.
That's, first of all, I guess we'll never know what Bachmanity was supposed to be. Do you guys think we'll ever find out?
Bachman Insanity?
I thought it was pretty clear before. I mean, they never said it, but I just thought it was like an incubation type of thing.
I think they were just partnering because that's what his business manager said. It's just a partnership, like he's basically your spouse.
But also it wouldn't surprise me if Erlich had no plan about what it actually was.
Yeah, he just wanted his money. I think you're right.
He just wanted to look cool.
Erlich saw a way that he could use a friend, take advantage of him.
Throw a cool party,
buy things, use someone else's money, and be in control.
And then he got mad at Bighead for being broke at the end.
Of course he did.
Like, Bighead, you were broke,
He wasn't expecting it to go that fast, Yeah. I also loved how they had it in Alcatraz, but to make it not look like Alcatraz, because probably filming in Alcatraz, it's probably impossible. So they had the Bachmanity Insanity as a luau. Yeah. Kind of fun. But also Gavin kind of threatened them for a little bit.
Yeah, but we know he's bluffing because his people said there's no way we can sue because we don't know who it is. So.
But Erlich and Bighead didn't believe it.
Yeah.
Erlich
and Quinn was right on that. Last week she said, didn't he sign an NDA? So that did come back to bite him.
Yeah, but either way, I feel like Erlich just continues to screw up all the time. Right? Even though he's trying to make things better by buying a blog, it was way too much money for a stupid little blog.
Yeah.
Well, of course, he bought, Code Rag? Is that it, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was buying his way out of trouble.
Yeah. But we also it's been a trend that Bighead always bounces back and ends up on top. So, what if this, blog is all of a sudden, super profitable or something? I feel like he's not going to be bankrupt for very long.
Maybe. Do you guys think that he's going to come up with some writing stuff for the blog?
I don't think he's going to come up with anything. He's just going to land on top.
Bighead?
Yeah.
I'm kind of bummed he didn't have any, romance thing, because he claims he's, the ladies' man, and how...
Bighead or Erlich?
No, Erlich. Sorry.
Yeah.
Erlich.
Yeah.
But how that one girl like slept with him instead.
Well, we've seen Erlich in his lady prowess in the past.
Yeah.
So, I think it was nice to see some other characters.
Who's Guilfoyle's girlfriend? Dinesh said that. He was like, "You have a girlfriend."
Yeah, she lives away. I think she visited once.
I think we saw her early in the season.
I thought that girl was just a girl he was seeing, and then she's done. Okay, but
I thought they broke up honestly too, but
Yeah.
I guess they're going strong.
Guess they're together.
Satanism forever, you know.
Yeah.
Brings people together.
Forgot about that.
It's cute. No, it's weird.
That's weird.
But so you guys do you guys think that anything's gonna happen with Jared and his ladies, or he's just gonna?
I don't know.
I think Jared's going to continue to play the field. He said he's ready to get back out there before he invited them over. It looks like he's just like on an app, just getting girls to come over quickly.
How are these
taking
girls
care of business? Then he's
How are these girls
working.
all like okay sleeping over at this like disgusting house like
Garage.
full of dudes?
Yeah.
It's like grossest situation.
I have no idea, but I
No,
guess
thank
maybe because in Silicon Valley, as we know, people stay in incubators and everything. I guess they're used
Maybe.
to.
It's not weird to them, probably.
Yeah.
Hounders, man.
Winnie's house looked
Founder
nice.
hounders.
Yeah. I don't know. It was kind of. I felt like it was kind of a shortish episode in that like there wasn't a huge like just the love stuff.
Well,
Briefly, go for
what
it.
about the 3 steps that Arthur, Bighead's business manager, told Bighead he really needed to focus on? 1, not moving the pool back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2, managing his expenses and tracking receipts better. And then 3, stop being taken advantage of. If I could ask you one of the 3 that's most important, which is the one?
The pool.
The pool. No, I mean, just
Stop stop advantage of.
Yeah.
stop being taken advantage
I feel
of.
so bad for Big Head because he lucked into such a great situation. He's gonna luck out of it.
He's
so
already
fast.
apparently going to be broke.
All these guys are just partying at the pool behind him while he's meeting with his business manager, like shooting each other with water guns. And he's
It's
like,
so-
I think people are taking advantage.
Yeah, it's sad because you could tell he's a nice guy, but it's just like, in a way, he's so nice that he's like stupidly nice. Like, come on,
Yeah.
get it together. There's nobody that dumb, but
They-
I guess
They make him utterly clueless.
Yeah, for sure.
so. How do you go through? Was it 20 million billion
20 million.
billion
No,
Million.
million? Yeah.
I don't even think that Bighead could go through 20 billion.
Yeah,
That would be something else.
Most of that's probably in his house.
Sure.
He bought a house, so
And,
that
move
was super.
move the swimming pool back and forth.
And made the swimming.
It's amazing.
It would.
Who does that?
I don't. Do you guys think anything's gonna happen with Erlich and Bighead? Are they gonna keep trying to partner, or Erlich's over it now?
I
that there's
honestly
no money?
hope not, because Erlich pisses me off with this. Erlich kind of like, he's kind of like a good guy, like a anti-hero kind of sometimes. Like he's so like power hungry, but he comes through and like is a good guy at the end. Like, you know, stuff like when he like slapped that kid off the bike like a few seasons ago. Like he'll come up and he'll like come through and like help Pied Piper out. But lately, he's just sort of been a dick.
I feel like
Right?
so far this season, he's really just been kind of like floating into things and out of things. He's not really, I don't really know what's going on with him right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like he comes up with good ideas, like we saw with the Skunk Works. That was kind of his idea.
Yeah, and then he said he did tell everybody that that because Gavin Belson bought In-Frame, that he helped them out of that situation because they were like, well, now you're valued at $250 million. So that was his idea too. And I like those moments of him when you're like, oh, didn't expect that. You totally saved the day just now.
Yeah.
But I feel like we haven't had those in a while, and I'm kind of starting to dislike him.
I don't know. Yeah, I think he's a good idea man, but when he takes actions, that's when you realize he's not a good guy. Like, I think the idea of buying out or something like the blog. It's a good idea, but like if you don't have the funds, there's other ways to buy them.
Right.
Everything he does is very grandiose.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he could do a lot of the things he did probably for not a crazy amount of money, and it would make it more responsible.
Yeah.
He's an ideas man, and he has good ideas. He's definitely creative when he wants to be, but he also has no limitations on a lot of
Yeah.
that. You know, he comes up with the great idea, and then that's like the greatest thing, and everything has to be given away or thrown away at all costs. It's
Yeah.
never like, okay, we'll have this party, but it will be tame, or just at the house, or it's got to be at Alcatraz, luau themed, crazy, or let's buy the blog, not even a negotiation or get a negotiator. I'm just gonna buy it for $500,000. Like it's nothing.
Yeah. I wonder if they were just like, how much is it? $500,000? All right, I'll buy it. Like I feel like
I'm sure he's like, I'll give you more.
Yeah.
Because it's not his. You know, it's Bighead's money, so it's whatever.
Yeah.
So I feel like the next time that once he's used Bighead and Bighead has no more money for him, he'll move on to whatever's next.
Yeah.
He'll be back somehow. I just feel like he's floating around this season, kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
I feel like kind of everybody is. Richard's very like on edge. You know, just like every little thing kind of annoys him.
Yeah.
Which is interesting though, because I thought at the start of the episode when he met Winnie though that things were taking a turn for him.
Yeah.
It seemed like he said he wasn't gonna mess this one up too.
Guilfoyle just knows how to press the right buttons. You know, I think that's.
Yeah.
And.
I don't know. It almost seemed out of character for Richard to just destroy a relationship off of that one thing.
Well, the spaces and the tabs thing.
Yeah.
I think there's probably more to that we're going to learn later in the season. Maybe this was like foreshadowing or something because it was really quick and that really messed him up.
Yeah.
But also the Vin thing or something.
Yeah, I didn't even understand that. Vim over EMAC? Like, I don't even know.
Oh, I think that's just tech jargon. I mean, I think it's just supposed to be funny for people who know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm lost.
I don't know. It was
If you guys know, tell us in the chat at some point or a comment. Help us out. Vim or EMAC?
Do you guys?
A lot of people are gonna be like, everyone knows what that is.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You guys are watching.
Yeah.
Please let us know. I don't know Vim or EMAC. I would like to though.
But it's kind of cool. Hopefully next week we'll get more back into like Pied Piper-y stuff. It kind of. Do you guys want to get into predictions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I feel like the preview.
Now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Don't know what it. A lot of it was. Like Erlich was talking about, like the betas or something.
Oh yeah, because in the preview for the new episode,
Yeah.
they said something about betas, and it was all about betas, and I didn't really get what that meant
Yeah.
either, for sure.
Do you guys have any good juicy predictions?
Well, I definitely think this I think it's safe to say was the romance episode,
Mm-hmm.
and they're definitely trying to develop something or lay the groundwork for something. I think, or else they wouldn't do it, because they totally deviated away from Pied Piper, from Lori Bream, from all of that to focus on this. So I think one of those female characters is going to come back in some way. I predict.
See,
I predict.
I feel the opposite about that.
Really?
I feel like that they were like, let's write one just so people, like, they want romance. Let's write one episode about romance and get rid of it. I don't think any of the girls are coming back.
Yeah, they definitely just kind of wanted to, I think, expand the kind of abilities they have and expand the show, I think, to have other areas and avenues to run down.
Otherwise, it's like a throwaway episode. Like, and I don't think any episode so far has been a throwaway episode. They've always built on each other. Like, you can't take one episode out and the others still make sense. It's definitely there's definitely a through line usually.
I mean, at least they had Bachmanity.
Right.
So
I mean, this was major Erlich and even Bighead right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that
for
was
this
maybe
episode.
yeah.
So it wasn't.
It definitely did feel like an episode that was like development more than like actual action being taken.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would say I think the only thing that I could think of, because I'm pretty confused as far as what's coming. I don't really know where we're headed because I feel like there's a few avenues we could go. But I think that this is definitely setting us up for future female encounters.
Yeah.
Maybe in a further, more serious manner to really help out with the direction of Pied Piper. So maybe Monica comes into play in a more romantic way or something. I don't know. There was a lot of female tendencies, and everyone was kind of pushing their agenda female-wise. And so I think we're going to see a new female, not one that we know, come in and help out somehow. I don't know, though.
That'd be cool. I'm
be
all
interesting.
for the ladies.
Do y'all think Richard is safe in his CEO thing? I mean, that all season we've been like, is he the CEO? Is he not? Who's going to be the CEO? And this one, they just sort of said at the very beginning, Richard CEO, cheers, and then didn't talk about it anymore. So we think he's safe.
I think at least for now.
Yeah.
He's safe until he's not safe, right?
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, but there's no, I mean.
I think it's okay for now. I think there's going to be a bigger issue. I think once that other, the end frame people come, that's going to threaten just the company, not Richard in particular. But, yeah. I also think, like, Erlich is really gonna do something with the blog. I wrote that down.
Yeah.
Like maybe, but I feel like something stupid like gossip about tech people or something.
Well, also that means that the reporter is now sort of in the show.
In the mix.
I mean, she's sort of in it because now Erlich and Bighead own that slander reporter or whatever.
I'm gonna throw out that I think that Erlich is definitely gonna sleep with the reporter.
I mean,
That's a prediction. I feel like is definitely happening,
Yeah.
especially because he basically owns her now in his eyes.
Oh
I
my
could see him
gosh.
saying that. You know, like I bought you. You're
my
you know what I mean?
gosh.
Like it's so Bachman-esque.
Yeah.
And I feel like that he didn't just buy that out of the blue. Like I feel like that's gonna turn into something awesome. That purchase.
Yeah, I do too.
Right?
I really do because
Somehow we're not really going to think about it, and the next thing you know, it's like he saved everyone because he made that purchase, which seemed ridiculous and outlandish at the time.
Well, because now they're back at if he really is broke, if Erlich really did break Bighead, then that means he's back at square one, and all he owns is this blog. And I feel like the blog has to take off because just from what we know from Bighead, he was always on top.
Right. If not take off, like sabotage someone else somehow.
Yeah, it's an asset now. It's like something we need to keep eyes on.
Yeah,
Code
but
rag.
Bighead does really like fall his way to the top, you know.
Amazing.
Somehow. So I think you're right that something's gonna happen with that. But yeah, do you guys have any other additions about the episode? No.
I think that's it. I just say happy Memorial Day weekend, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Before we go though, where can we find you guys on the internet?
You can find me on social media at Mike Rips. That's MikeRips. Thank you very much.
You can find me on the internet at Michael Janak, MichaelJanak.
You can find me, Kelly McInerney, at Holly Weirdo on Twitter and Instagram. And we'll see you guys next week. Bye!
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.